Hello and welcome again to Ekiti YouTube channel. I'm Emmanuel Jet and will be your facilitator in this tutorial video. In this video, we'll be installing AEproject on Windows operating system, while you can check out our video installing AEproject on Ubuntu operating system if you are a Ubuntu user. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and also press the bell icon to get notified once we upload a new video. If you don't know what I mean by AEproject, you want to check out our introduction to AEproject video, which I will display the link in a guidance document on the screen that will help us in installing AEproject on our device. So, I said earlier, I've created a document that has all the links you need to install AEproject, and I'll be adding this document link to this video description so you can have access to it anytime. I will use this document to explain how to install AEproject on your device, as I have a perfectly working AEproject package on my device, which I had to install and all that was required, so we don't have any issues with the internet connectivity. So this is the guide, and before getting started, there are some system requirements your device has to meet so you can run AEproject commands successfully. The first one is your Windows edition, the second one is your RAM, and the third one is your Hyper virtualization BIOS system. Your Windows edition must be either Windows 10 Pro, Enterprise, or Education with a build number of at least 15,063, or a Windows edition Home, Windows 10 Home, with a version number of 2004 at least. So, to check if your system meets this requirement, I'm going to show you how to know. So the first one I'm going to show you is how to check your RAM and your system configurations, which you can do that at settings. You would want to go to the system and you would want to go to about. So in the about, there is device specifications here, and the device, the first one is that your RAM must be at least 4 GB. So my device is 8 GB, it's good to go. And the second one is that your Windows edition must either be Windows 10 Home with a list version number of 2004 or Windows 10 Pro, Enterprise, or Education with a build number of 15,063. Note, your system has to be 64-bit. And as you can see, my system is 64-bit, so I'm good to go, and I can install AEproject. So the next thing you will have to check on your system is your hyper virtualization, is to check if it is enabled. So to check that, you would want to go to your task manager, which you can get through your taskbar. Okay, you would want to go to the performance, and you locate this virtualization here. You would check if it's enabled. If it is not enabled, you would need to see a tutorial video that will guide you in enabling that. So I'm going to close this, at the same time close this, and then show you the video to AEproject, introducing AEproject, and also the video showing you how to enable virtualization. So on our guide, this is the link to the video introducing AEproject, where you learn about AEproject, what it is for, the commands, and lots more. Then this is a video showing you how to install, how to enable virtualization on your device. So once you've gone through this, you are ready to go, and you can jump back at this video right from here. So the first thing we need to do to install AEproject is to head to the official AEproject site, which this is the link. So I'm going to open this right here. Great. Now we're here. So from here now, and as you can see, this is just telling you about AEproject, which we've done in the introduction to AEproject video. So I'll go to the quick start, and now that we're here and our system meets the necessary requirements, we'd have to get some tools installed as well. So the first tool we have to get installed is Node.js, the second is Python, and the most important is Docker. So let's start with the first one, which is Node.js. For easy installation and fast installation, I added a link on our guide that would take you directly to the place you download the Node.js setup for Windows. So this is the link. I'm going to click on this and open it. Great. So you want to pick this Windows installer. Since our system has to be 64-bit, you want to pick this. I actually have Node.js installed on my device, so I don't need to download this again. As you check through my downloads, you should see Node.js. So what you just have to do is to download this installer and follow the installation process, then you're good to go for Node.js. The second tool we need to download is Python, and which is pretty much easy as well, as I've added the official website also on our guide link, guide document rather, and you can download the latest version of Python by clicking this. I also have Python installed, so I don't have to install Python again and download the installer. All you have to do is just save this installer, follow the installation process, and you are good to go. So I'm going to close this as well, and close this, and then close this. Right, now we're left with the last and important tool, which is Docker. So for different Windows edition, there's a different approach in installing Docker. There's a method to install Docker for an edition of Windows 10 Home, while there's another process to install Docker on Windows 10 Pro, Windows 10 Enterprise, or Windows 10 Education. I'll show you how to do both, starting with the one for Pro, Enterprise, and Education. So to get started with that, we would want to go to our guide document again and click on this now and open this in a new tab. Great. Now Docker has made everything easy for Windows users, in which you don't have to follow the long process of installing Docker on systems like Ubuntu. So if you want to download Docker on Windows and your Windows edition is Windows 10 Pro, Enterprise, and Education, then this is for you. Don't worry, I'll show you how to also install on Home. So the first thing you want to do, since your system meets these requirements, is to download Docker from Docker Hub. So after that, you'd have to run the installer as well. So we have this. This is where you download this. I also have this installed. As I said, I have a perfectly working AEproject package on my Windows, and I don't need to download this. So you would want to download this as well. And once you have that, then you can follow us. So since you're using Windows 10 Pro Enterprise and Education. When you're installing, you would want to ensure to enable Hyper-V window features, which is the reason why I said you must have enabled your Hyper version in BIOS system before continuing. So once this asks you to enable it, you do that, and after that you are good to go. Note, if your admin account is different from the user account, you must add Docker user group. So the best thing to do is to actually run this installation on the administrative account. So once you are good, once you've downloaded that and you've installed this successfully by enabling Hyper-V window features when installing, you are good. Then you can start Docker by going to your start menu and search for Docker desktop. For me, this is my Docker desktop here. I'm good, and I'm making use of Windows 10 Home. So once you start it at the first time, it's going to show you this easy to install, get started with Docker in few easy steps. I'd recommend you to take this tutorial, as it's going to show you how to do little and easy stuff, which is going to run a Docker image, hello image container, which is pretty cool, and you won't really have to do much. So that's that for Windows 10 Pro, 10 Enterprise, and 10 Education users. So if you're using Windows 10 Home, like I am, you would also want to download from Docker Hub, which is still the same thing. But this time around, what will pop up when installing is different. So as you can see, this time around, we have an extra system requirement, which is this WSL2. So you must have this also enabled, your BIOS system, virtualization BIOS system, you must have that enabled. But you must enable this also. And to do that, we have to refer to this Microsoft documentation, which we need to download and install as well. So after that, so the first thing we have to do before actually installing the Docker desktop is to install this Windows subsystem for Linux, SWSL. So for PowerShell, you want to do that using this. Right, so the next thing we have to do now is to actually enable virtual machine platform. So to do that, we have to make sure our build, Windows 10 Home build is this or higher, and it's updated to version 2004/2004. Then once we have that installed, have this configuration of Windows, then we can complete this command and also paste in our PowerShell administrator as an administrator. Then we need to restart our system. Great. So I'm going to wait for you to restart your system and meet you back here. All right, welcome back. And now that we have started the system, we would open our PowerShell and run this command now. Now you don't need to be an administrator to run this command. All right, cool. So if you get an error, you get a message. It's not going to be an error message. If you get a message saying WLS2 requires an update to its kernel component for information, visit this URL. So you would want to copy this URL and then paste it here. All right, cool. Now, once you're here, what you will want to do is just to click on this to download the WLS2 and I have this installed, as you can see through my desktop. I have this installed, so I won't be downloading this installer again. So what you just do is to download the installer and then follow the installation process, which is pretty easy. Then after that, you are good to go, as you need to type this again on your terminal or your PowerShell. And once you've done that, you won't get this message. Then you can see it should be complete successfully without showing the message. Then you are good to go. So after that, you can now install the Docker desktop on your system. So I'm sure you must have downloaded the Docker Hub, the Docker desktop from Docker Hub by now. And so this time around, when it prompts enable WLS2 features, you'd want to make sure that's clicked. Then you click next and follow the installation wizard till everything is installed successfully. Then you click on close and you are good to go. You are good to go. Then the next thing you'd want to do is to click on your Windows again and click on this Docker desktop, and which would also open this get started with Docker in a few easy step tutorial for you as well. So as I said earlier, Docker Hub has provided Windows users with a whole lot of tools that would make your work go easy and without much work, because it consists of stuff like Docker Engine, the Docker CLI client, the Docker Compose, which is part of the requirement for AEproject, and other amazing stuff. So you having Docker Hub installed in your system, then you are good, you're perfectly good. So great, now we're going to install AEproject on our device using the very famous command npm install-g AEproject. So to do that, what all you have to do is to go back to this AEproject main site, copy this link, which is the famous link I just said, npm install-g AEproject. Go to your PowerShell again and paste this link to execute the command. So that command is going to download AEproject, everything you need on AEproject in a system, in which you can now call AEproject commands. So with this, you now have a fully functional AEproject package on your Windows device, which means you can now write, compile, test, deploy Sophia Smart contracts from your device, which also comes along with the ability for you to build amazing apps with either Vue, React, Angular front-end framework. Isn't that amazing? Yes, trust me, it is, and you'll learn more about that later. So now that we have all these tools installed, we will need to start our device again. So me saying again is because of Windows 10 home users who had to restart the system when dealing with the WSL. This time around, all of us have to restart our device again, and I'll wait for you. So, are we here? Great. Now let's initialize a folder with a project. So to do that, since we have a project and everything installed perfectly well, I'm just going to go to Windows Explorer now. I'm going to go to Documents, and right here, I'm just going to create a new folder and call the folder AEproject test. Then I'm going to open this folder with VS Code. Right, cool. You can make use of any IDE you want to use and make it of VS Code, and you can always use yours. So now this is VS Code. The next thing I'm going to do now is to invoke my terminal. Now I have my terminal, and I would want to run the init function, which you can get it also on our official AEproject page. So this is it. This is the command that is going to initialize a project for you. It will create a deployment directory with deployment.js file inside and lots more. So I'm going to copy this, then go back to my VS Code under my project directory and paste this here. So I'm going to click enter. And as you can see, it's getting me a project already. So it's initializing a project by installing App SDK, which is the Eternity App SDK, and then to come along with other amazing stuff. So before that gets installed, let's do a recap of what we've done so far. So the first thing we did was to check our system requirements to see if our system can install a project. So your system requirement is must have at least 4 gig RAM, your system must be 64 bits, your Windows must be Windows 10, Pro, Home, or Education with at least a build number of 15,063, or Windows 10 Home with a version number of 2004 at least. Then you must have enabled your hypervirtualization. After that, we downloaded Node.js, then we downloaded Python, and lastly, we downloaded Docker Desktop on our Windows. And we could see all those using the AEproject official page, which showed us what we need to install. So now let's go back to our project. And as you can see, our project, our directory now is fully initialized with AEproject. As you can see, it's installed the App SDK, it's installed AEproject locally, it's created project files, contracts, and more. So this is the contract with a sample contract of a crypto master, a deployment script that's going to deploy this contract, and the Docker configuration folder. Then the test with the test sample, and lots more. So I'm going to stop using AEproject commands here, as we have something installed. So it's not for you, brother. So if you haven't pressed the bell icon after subscribing to our channel, this is the best time for you to do so, so as to get notified when we release a to-do list tutorial video, which will show you how powerful AEproject shape technology is, as we will be building a to-do list app. In this tutorial is where I will show you how to make use of AEproject commands to do amazing stuff. We'll be making use of the AEproject shape technology to build a to-do list app. So you would want to subscribe now and press that icon button. So you can always contact me through DM using my contact on our website, which is ækiti.com, AEKITI.com, or comment on this video if you face any issue installing AEproject on your Windows device. See you in the next video. Bye.